It's that time of year again. Florida alimony reform. They are trying to change alimony laws in the state of Florida, and here's what you need to know. Number one, they're trying to remove permanent alimony. Now, what is permanent alimony again? It's where you keep paying alimony until you go back to court and show you shouldn't have to anymore, and they are trying to take that away. Another proposed change is that the court would be then directed to consider a party's mental health and not just physical health when considering awards of alimony. In addition, it indicates that if someone is in a supportive relationship, meaning they separated from their spouse, they're now living with a new boyfriend or girlfriend who's contributing towards their bills, that should be taken into consideration by the court. I think that's a good add. They've also changed the terms of the marriages. So it used to be that a short-term marriage was anything from 0 to 7 years. Now it's 0 to 10. A moderate-term marriage is now 10 to 20 years, and long-term marriages are 20 plus years. The proposed legislation indicates that a marriage of 3 years or less cannot get durational alimony at all. Now, the proposed legislation also includes that durational alimony may not be in excess of a duration of 50% of a short-term marriage, 60% of a moderate-term marriage, and no longer than 75% of the duration of a long-term marriage. Now, alimony amounts will still be based on need and ability to pay, but here's what it says about specifically as to amount, that the amount of durational alimony is the amount determined by the obligee's reasonable need or an amount not to exceed 35% of the difference between the parties' net incomes, whichever amount is less. So who would this apply to? It specifically says that this would apply to any filings of dissolution of marriage filed after July 1 of 2023.